Hello YouTube, this is the Iron Fan of Steel of Thunder, giving you my first Star Wars review. This of course is my review for the Star Wars Book of Sith, Secrets from the Dark Side. Here we have the front of the package, which was damaged, and therefore I got it at a reduced price from Kaboom Test Labs in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We have the side. I really like these designs which match the book, which you'll see later. Here's the back. If you want to read that, pause it. Okay, and just some nice pictures of what it comes with. It says, once fully opened, the book and 7 removable items may be lifted out. And there's the author, Daniel Walker, which is important to note because it's nowhere on the actual book. Bottom, blank. The other side, I really like this. I don't know if it's coming across on camera, but it's a very silvery, metallic. There we go. You can see better on this. It's a metallic type. I don't really know. The letters are metallic. There you go. And there's the top, same as the side. And I actually have already taken everything out of the box, which I will set here. And here is the Holocron. Now, I don't know if you can see it very well on this particular camera. It's an older camera, but there are designs in this. There, you can see it there. It's a really neat looking design. I don't know anything about designs of holocrons, but this is obviously a Sith holocron from the extended universe. And this is the only side with any kind of button. This is a really nice red translucent plastic, and this is a really nice flat black plastic. All plastic, of course. I would show you the bottom, but for reasons I will reveal later, I don't feel very confident about that. And there you go. Well, I'll show you the bottom. There, that's what you get to see. It's kind of weird. That's what you get to see. It's got these little cushions and yeah, whatever. Okay. Now, to open it, it's very simple, which, by the way, the box has instructions in it that tell you how to open this, but if you can't really figure out how to open this, being as it's the only side with a gold button on it, then you're a little slow. So here it is. And it's open. Now these red lights do go off, but while we're waiting for them to go off, I'll give you a 360 view. As you can see, that just slides out nicely, very nicely. I really like the sounds they picked. It's a very eerie, Sithy sound. Here's the book. I'll set that aside, and I've already taken the liberty of taking the inserts out of the book in order to show you. It's pretty easy to figure out where they go in the book because the book will talk about it, not blatantly, but it'll just make a reference. Like this particular item is from the first book, which the name of the writer escapes me, but this is supposed to be a Sith burial shroud, and the Sith purebloods believed that the dark side energy was transferred in blood, and so they would put this over the face of dead Sith warriors, and it would supposedly absorb the power. There's ancient Sith writing on it, which has not yet been translated for the Star Wars universe, and the book doesn't really tell us what each of these say. It gives a brief section about Sith enchantments, which I'm assuming is what's on here, but I don't really know. The second thing is from Darth Malgus's book, and this was one of the things that I was really excited to see and to have. This is the attack plans for the sacking of the Jedi Temple in Coruscant that Darth Malgus himself came up with. And there's just a quick look at that. Again, if you want to read any of this stuff, just pause it. And on the back, we have just, I'm assuming this is what he believes will help him secure the Jedi Temple, the amount of troops and everything. If you read the book Deceived, it really explains a lot of this stuff. Very cool. The next thing is this, which is awesome. So here we have the Imperial symbol, which also, if you pay attention to the prequels, this is also the symbol of the clone troopers. And the best way to open this, I let my girlfriend's little brother play with this, and he almost ripped it. But so I figured I should just give you a little how-to on to open this. Just grab opposite sides and pull, and then just do that. It doesn't have to be a big deal or anything. And this is the galaxy that, come on, focus. This is the galaxy that Star Wars takes place in, and this is a map of the galaxy. I have the Arabesh on my computer somewhere, but I haven't translated this or this, just haven't taken the time to. But everything else is in English, so it shouldn't be too hard to get the point. There's Darth Sidious's signature, his seal that he puts on everything. And up top here we have a note from Luke. There are lots of notes from Luke throughout this book, which is somewhere still in my book. There's the first thing that you have in the Book of Sith is a note from Luke in the front cover. So, yep, here it is. Here it is. This is a note from Luke. It says, each recovered text has its own texture and size. We'll never know what the complete books look like. These pages are all that remain, Luke. And that, of course, being Luke Skywalker. If you don't know that, then I don't know why you're here. The final piece of propaganda, which I have translated with the Arabesh, says, one ruler, one empire, in the language referred to as Basic. This is, of course, Emperor Palpatine. Here is a Death Star, and what's kind of difficult to see is there is a Star Destroyer, an Imperial Star Destroyer, kind of flying through the background there on both sides. But this Imperial symbol is a nice glossy. It's glossy. Okay, I don't know what the particulars of how they make this stuff. So if you know, put it in the comment section below. But it's glossy. All right. There are two things. I don't know if you can see this very well, but there are two things inside the Holocron. You're gonna have to take my word for it. I don't feel like messing with my camera anymore. But here and here in Arabesh basic writing is lightsaber crystal. This is lightsaber crystal, and this is the most difficult artifact in the whole thing. But this is a red Sith lightsaber crystal. It looks black like this, but when you hold it up to light, it's definitely red. There you go. You get a little bit of a look at it, at the translucent. It's just translucent plastic. So that's very cool. I really like that. It's also a pain to put back in. Come on. You have to align the tips in these little plastic tabs, and then just kind of push and hope that you don't damage anything. There we go. Okay. After making a nasty sound with that. Okay, now this is a Night Sister talisman, which it says here, Night Sister talisman. Camera's going buggy. And it opens up, and there you go. Don't really know what exactly it does, because I didn't read the Night Sister book, because it was a little too far into the Clone Wars stuff, the TV show lore. For me, I didn't like it. And here is the book itself. Now, I'll probably do a separate video for this book just because I've already spent about 10 minutes reviewing the Holocron itself. So, be looking for the Iron Fan of Steel of Thunder Book of Sith review. And that'll be this. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.